Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. We're going to wait for a few more people to join. Can y'all hear me okay? Yes, yes. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear? Okay. Hey, Quaisha, hey. Hey, Red. Hey, Kim. Hey, Tima. I see you, Ma. I'm going to get one more minute, and then I'll get started. Hey, Diamond Boo. Okay. Let's get started. I know it's 9 o'clock and y'all ready to go to bed or watch that game that's on. Yes, thank you, Dana. Can you share with 5 people and let them know I'm going live? Okay. So I've been getting a lot of questions about how I ended up with 2 Range Rovers, driving 2 of my dream vehicles. So I decided I'm going to go live and I'm going to explain to everyone how it's possible, right? So let me start off by saying, those that do not know me, my name is Kima Hennett. I'm originally from New York, but I moved to Atlanta, Georgia back in 2005. Don't tell anyone, right? So I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a full-time government employee. I do medical billing and coding part-time. I have a suite where I'm doing lashes and teeth whitening. And I also have an Airbnb. I have a rental car business. I have real estate. I have property. I do credit repair as well as building business credit for those individuals. But it didn't always start like that, right? It started where I was a full-time government employee, and I knew I wanted more, right? And I knew that I was not leaving the government because I loved my job, right? So I said, what can I do to earn more? So I decided I'm going to go to medical billing and coding school on the weekends. I did that for a year straight, and I said, it's killing me, but I knew I wanted more. So I completed that back in 2012. So here I am, a full-time government employee, and doing medical billing and coding. But that still wasn't enough for the lifestyle I wanted to live, right? So this whole time, I'm having my dream vehicle as my screensaver. So every time I went into work, I saw that vehicle. Could I afford that vehicle? No. But I kept saying one day. People would come into my office and be like, that's your vehicle? And I'm like, nope, but one day, right? So I knew I couldn't afford it. So I said, let me invest in learning how to do lashes, right? So I opened up a salon and I'm doing make lashes and teeth whitening, right? So here I am. Still no vehicle, but I'm working and working to get that vehicle. So one day I took the vehicle off my screensaver because now it's sitting in the parking lot. So everyone is coming up to me like, "Oh my God, you finally bought it. You finally bought it." But I was so excited that I accomplished my dream, right? So I'm driving this vehicle, and I said, I want more. You know how you get something and you like, no, now what's the next thing, right? So that's when I invested in Dana's one-to-one consultation. And I'm like, Dana, what can I do to get some more money? I need to get to the next level. So after taking a one-to-one consultation, I walked away learning how to do inquiry removals. The same day I made my money back. And I was just doing inquiry removals, right? So people would say, "Do you know how to get collections off?" And I'm like, "No." "Do you know how to get so and so off?" And I'm like, "No, hold on." So then I went back to Dana and invested in myself and joined her ladder to passive income. And that's when I came out with like 5 different businesses, right? That's when I was able to get the Airbnb, the car rental, all of the things that I mentioned, right? So here I am driving my Range Rover, and I paid it off the traditional way. I believe that term was about 48 months or 60 months, but I paid my note all the time. It was on my personal, right? So now here I am, I'm driving this vehicle that's paid off. So now that I know how to do rental car business, I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me another Range Rover, right? And I'm going to give this paid off vehicle to my son. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in my personal name, but I'm going to rent it on Turo. But I'm only going to rent it 4 days out the month, just so it could pay the car note, right? But then as I'm listening to different people and different situations that was happening with the car, I said, if you have an emotional attachment, Kima, don't put that car on rental. Please don't. So here I am. Now I have a Range Rover that it has a car note that I didn't anticipate paying, right? Because I'm thinking someone else is going to pay because I was going to put it on the platform, right? So I decided I'm going to go and I'm going to set this LLC up the right way, right? So the right way to set your LLC up is make sure you have a business name that's not high risk, right? I had a business address. I had a business phone number. I had a business email. I had a business website. You don't necessarily need a whole website because they have a landing page with GoDaddy, right? And then I opened up a bank account. So here I am. I have all of these things for this LLC. So what I decided to do was I'm going to go into a bank, which I went into Bank of America, and I had all of my paperwork. I had all my ducks in a row. Went to Bank of America. I did not have no relationship with Bank of America. Opened the account, and the same day they refinanced my loan from my credit union. So with that being said, according to my personal credit, I paid my vehicle off in 4 months because they had to send a check to the credit union to consider it paid off. So now here I am. I have a vehicle that I'm driving in my business name, which ended up paying off my vehicle from my personal. My score increased. I had lower rates than what the credit union was offering. But what else? I was building business credit at the same time, and it's a tax write-off. So if I'm driving a vehicle, I'm under my business name, I'm claiming everything. I'm claiming the gas. I'm claiming everything. But as far as the note, I know y'all probably saying, well, you still gonna have to pay a note. But how I pay my note is because I have a rental car business, right? So that rental car business, as it's going out for the month, the money that's accumulating for that rental car business, it's paying for my car note. So I'm driving a vehicle that I'm not paying for, and it's not on my personal credit. And of course, you know, when I went into the bank, they did have to peek at my personal credit. But is it reporting to my personal credit? No. And secondly, I know how to remove the inquiries. So what I did was the same day they pulled my credit to say, okay, you good to go. I came home and removed that inquiry, and no one has to know that I even applied for a vehicle. So I'm saying all that to say, if I can do it, you can do it. Everything has not always been like this, you know, and it's so crazy because I go back and forth with this a lot. So I'm gonna just come out and say it. So this is my first live. So this is going to be the first time that I'm coming out publicly, and I'm just going to say it. Okay. So I was homeless before, you know, growing up, things ain't always been sweet. And like I was telling my mentor, nobody was given that silver spoon, but my mentor showed me that is a way to get that spoon. So I'm saying all that to say, if I could do it, you can do it for sure. And a lot of people come to me and say, I don't want to use my personal credit. I don't want to use my personal credit. So what are you going to do? You're just saying you're never going to fix your personal credit? Now, there is a way